Happy 4th of July.
It's not the 4th of July.
Good morning. We are expecting people to come and fix the bathroom. Okay, well, Chris has to go help the people in. But I want to quickly rant to you about voting. I need to express my outrage because it's unbelievable. Like, it's just ridiculous how people have convinced themselves or are convincing each other that our voting system is corrupt and that there's no point to voting or enrolling to vote. As you would already know, Malcolm Turnbull called a double dissolution. It's a really important time. I'm an amateur in politics. I know barely anything. But what I do know comes from reliable sources of information, and that's where I back my choices. I don't just say, like, I don't use corruption or make something up about how it doesn't make a difference or whatever, to cover up the fact that I'm too lazy to enroll to vote, or, so I understand, because before the double dissolution was called, I was also a bit sketchy on the idea of enrolling to vote. I thought I could probably leave it for a year or something, but then when that happened, I knew straight away that this was the time, and you've missed your opportunity now. And this is why I'm so outraged, because of the amount of people who didn't enroll to vote. I'm not making this video to attack people. I just want people to reconsider whether they actually have reliable sources of information to back their choices, or whether you're making those choices because you're too lazy and you don't want to admit to yourself that you're too lazy. If that is it, then enroll to vote. When after the 2nd of July is the vote, and after that, enroll to vote. Just so you have the option, because it's a time now where even conservative people do not want to vote for Liberal or Labour. Like, we're in a time now where people are trying to make a difference, and because society implements so much fear, where we have these impressions, and especially from American politics, we have this idea from American politics, like, I don't care much about American politics. It's not important to me, unless it is something that I should be concerned about. But as far as their corruption in their voting system goes, it doesn't matter, and that just because that happens there, it doesn't mean it happens here. And that shouldn't be what drives you to go against voting and leave the rest of the country, leaving the people who are actually trying to make a difference and are doing it in the right ways. You sitting at home saying voting is corrupt, I'm not going to vote, isn't going to change the system. It's not going to help corruption. What's going to help is if everybody collectively stands up and makes a decision to do something. So voting at this point in time, especially, they're not going to forge these votes. It's ridiculous to think that. So yeah, you've let a lot of people down if you didn't vote or you didn't enroll to vote. And if it really doesn't matter to you, I think you should reconsider what you care about, because if you, like me especially, I'm very much in the alternative community. I'm very much in the hippie community. And I know a lot of people who consider themselves to care about things or claim to have certain morals, but don't back them with any action. So yeah, this is my rant. Please reconsider your morals, and if you didn't enroll to vote or you don't want to vote, find some reliable information about voting before you make a decision that it doesn't make a difference or our system is corrupt. And if you base the fact that you're not voting off people like Russell Brand, once again, that is not Australian politics. You cannot base that information off another country and the way their government runs, because we're not another country. This is our country, and this is the way it works here. And yeah, please reconsider. And after the 2nd of July, enroll to vote. Mwah.